We are just days away from the NFL draft, and that means the national spotlight will be right here on Pittsburgh. It is time to showcase not just our rich football history, but also our hospitality.
Absolutely. So our etiquette expert, Liz Aqiuno, is here to give us some easy-to-implement ideas of polite things that we can do to help make our city and people shine. And as a general rule, I do think Pittsburghers are very polite.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And we can compliment all that Pittsburgh has planned. We can try to maximize the chance people get to be exposed to not just great food, sports, entertainment, and music, but also the great people of Pittsburgh.
Okay, and let's start with transportation,
because
we know how we get when we're trying to merge before the Fort Pitt Tunnel.
Yes,
that's true. Yeah.
But even with public transportation, people are being encouraged to take it.
Right.
What is something that we can do while we're on public transportation to ensure that everyone is having an okay time?
Okay, there are going to be a lot of people who have never taken public transportation before. So it starts before you even enter that mode of transportation. If you're putting on cologne or perfume in the morning, don't bathe in it. That can aggravate people's allergies if they're sitting right next to you. When it comes time to getting on the bus or the T, I know we want that seat, but let everybody exit before we enter that
through the doors.
Through the door, yeah,
that
and that'll
so
take
true.
down the chance of it being really congested.
Yes.
Kind of like an elevator.
Right.
Like you gotta let people get off.
Right.
Sometimes people don't. They want
I know.
in there.
Yeah, and especially when it's that crowded. Make sure you offer your seat up to anybody who looks like they're having mobility issues or who are carrying a small child. Pay attention to personal hygiene when you're on the bus or the T. It's going to be really crowded. We don't want to spread those germs. If you need to yawn, sneeze, or cough, do so into your elbow, looking away from people. And before you get up to leave, look behind you. Make sure you have all your belongings, including any litter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
yes.
true.
Please don't litter.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. And pay attention to how much space you're taking up, too.
Yeah.
On there. If you have another bag, don't put it on the seat beside you. That doesn't create a very welcoming environment. Put it on your lap so at the next stop someone can have a seat there.
Yeah.
You've actually worked with Visit Pittsburgh to send a message about accessibility and inclusivity during the draft.
Yeah.
Talk to us about just some etiquette things to keep in mind where that's concerned.
Okay, whether we are a diehard football fan or have never seen a professional game, keep in mind this draft and the carnival surrounding it is a free citywide event for everybody. So we just ask that everybody leaves with a smile and a helping hand. We want to evoke that spirit of Fred Rogers and show everybody that our beloved Fred Rogers, whenever he said, be a good neighbor, it's not just a phrase, it's how we live.
Right. I saw something and I thought this was kind of a joke, but it is true. If somebody's asking you for directions, don't just say, oh, where the old church was. These are out of town. They don't know. So be as helpful as possible.
Where the Isleys was.
Yes.
Right.
Because some people might not truly be our neighbors. They need a little bit more help than that.
Yeah.
And let's talk about children. We're going to have a lot of families who are coming in who are not familiar with our downtown. How can they be prepared? How can we be prepared to all be polite in this scenario?
Okay. Talk to your kids before you get there and say you might see some bad behavior there.
Yeah.
It is not our job to point that out. We don't want to point, stare, or start talking about it. Sometimes having good behavior, good manners means putting up with bad manners. So we'll talk about it on the car ride home. We're not going to point it out.
Yeah.
A couple sample scripts that are important to remind your children of if they order any food or any merchandise. Say please when they place their order, thank you when they get it. It's going to be crowded. If they bump into anybody or have to move around somebody, make sure you say, excuse me. And then a sample script that they can say just in their head if they're faced with any moral dilemma is, what if everybody did this? So let's say you're eating at Point State Park, your child has a wrapper, there's an overflowing garbage can. Instead of putting that wrapper into the overflowing garbage can, if your child thinks, hey, what if everybody did that? Well, it would really overflow and be a mess.
Right.
So walk it to another garbage can.
Yeah.
So what if everybody did this?
That's a good way to think about
Yeah.
it.
Well, and talking through with the kids beforehand, prepping them, I think can make a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Liz, thank you as always.
Oh, my pleasure.
And as you know, Liz teaches private and group etiquette lessons. For more information, head to our website. We'll have a link for you there.